It's a universal problem. You've got to make dinner, but you don't got a lot of time. It happens to me weekly. So I thought it would be great to share 4 one-pan 30-minute meals. They are so delicious, and I'm gonna start with one of my favorites, Fiesta pork chops. The pork chops are really flavorful. It has a nice little veggie base, and it's one of my very favorite quick meals these days. So I'm making the spice rub for the pork, and it's ancho chili powder, granulated garlic, onion powder, and then I'm gonna add some pepper, some salt, and brown sugar. And then I'll stir this together. This is such a great spice rub. This adds not only great flavor, but really pretty color too. So I've got 4 pork chops, and they're boneless chops, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about the bone. So I'm sprinkling the spice mix on the first side, and then I'll turn them over and season the other side. I've got some olive oil and butter sizzling away in the pan. They are waiting for the pork chops. This is one of those meals that comes together. I think it takes actually quite a bit less than 30 minutes. I love kind of having 30 minutes as a marker. Anything longer than that, and I start to lose interest. I think my attention span is kind of getting less and less through the years. All right, so the pork chops go into the skillet. I love that sizzle. This is such a nice thickness of pork chop too. Sometimes I use breakfast chops, but they are so thin. It takes several to feed, for instance, Lad. He'll eat 4 or 5 breakfast chops because they're so thin. So I'm gonna let the pork chops cook completely. It's gonna take about 3 to 4 minutes per side. The pork chops look so good. And it's always good to let pork rest after it's cooked. So it's good to have this time to just let them sit there and get more and more tender. So into the same pan, I'm adding a mix of diced tomatoes, diced red onion, and sliced Fresno chilies. Fresno chilies are basically red jalapenos. They've got about the same heat as a jalapeno. Give these a stir, and then I have a little dish of frozen corn kernels. You can use fresh corn if you have it on hand, but frozen is so great, especially for quick meals because you don't have to take the time to slice the kernels off of the corn. So I'm just gonna stir the veggies around, start letting them heat up, especially that frozen corn. And I still have some of the seasoning mix left, so I'm gonna sprinkle in a couple of teaspoons. That looks good. And now I'm just gonna stir around and let the veggies cook. I love this kind of cooking. You basically just use one pan to do all the cooking. So cook the protein, whether it's pork chops, chicken breast, small steaks, anything like that, and then take the protein out of the pan, and then use all the juices from cooking the protein to make some kind of sauce, or in this case, it's almost like a relish that's served with the pork chops. All righty, that is looking good. So I've got some lime juice, and I'm gonna basically deglaze this pan with the lime juice. This is another way you could have some fun. You could deglaze with tequila, since it's sort of a Fiesta Tex-mex pork chop recipe. That would be so good. So now the veggies are pretty much ready. So I'm gonna add some black beans. These are just out of a can, and I drained them and gave them a good rinse. And so all I need to do with the beans is just let them heat up. Yum, yum, yum. And to serve the pork chops, you have 2 options. You can put the pork chops on a platter and spoon this veggie mix over the chops, or you can use the veggies as sort of a beautiful, flavorful bed for the pork chops. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them right back into the pan and kind of nestle them down in there. And with one pan recipes, I love to serve them right out of the pan that they were cooked in. I am not finished yet though. I'm gonna keep adding stuff. So I'm gonna add some cool slices of avocado, just kind of fan them here and there on the pork chops. And I've got some sour cream. Oh, this smells so, so, so good. And some cilantro leaves, which I absolutely love. And it sort of brightens up this really kind of dark veggie mixture that's going on. And I'm doing this for heat, for flavor, and for color, because I think sour cream looks so pretty with just a little drizzle of hot sauce on top. Alrighty, and then when I serve this dinner, I like to serve it with some blackened tortillas. Those are just flour tortillas. And last but not least, some extra lime wedges. Fiesta pork chops. You gotta try them sometime. All the cool kids are making them. At least that's what I heard.